Have you ever sat in a coffee shop and watched the people around you? Many are looking down at their phones. They might be scrolling, working, or maybe, just maybe, they are searching for a partner. In the past, you might have met someone special at a community dance, through family, or at your place of worship. Your social circle was smaller, and your choices were limited to the people you saw every day. Today, the world of dating has expanded dramatically. We live in a digital age where our next great love story could be just a click or a swipe away, waiting on a screen. This new landscape brings with it a fascinating question. Can the cold, hard logic of a computer really help us find the warm, profound connection of true love? The promise of modern dating is immense. It offers a seemingly endless pool of potential partners, far beyond the geographical and social limits of our ancestors. You can connect with someone hundreds of miles away or someone who lives just down the street but moves in different social circles. This vastness can be exciting, but it can also be overwhelming. How do you sort through millions of faces and profiles to find someone genuinely compatible? This is where technology steps in, offering a solution in the form of sophisticated computer programs. These programs, used by countless dating apps and websites, claim to do the hard work for us, sifting through the data to present us with our most promising matches. But what are we truly looking for when we say true love? It is more than just shared interests, like enjoying the same movies or music. True love is a deep, biological drive. It is a powerful force that has shaped human history. It involves a complex interplay of brain chemistry, learned behaviors, and personal history. We are drawn to people for reasons we don't always understand. It might be the way they laugh, the kindness in their eyes, or a certain scent that triggers a primal feeling of comfort and attraction. We are looking for a partner who complements not just our hobbies, but our very essence, our fundamental personality, and our life goals. So, we hand over our hopes to these digital matchmakers. We fill out long questionnaires about our personalities, our values, and what we desire in a partner. We list our passions, our pet peeves, our political leanings, and our dreams for the future. We trust that by feeding this information into a system, it will somehow understand the intricate puzzle of human connection. We hope it can see beyond the surface-level data to grasp the nuances of what makes two people click. The central idea is that if a computer knows enough about us, it can scientifically predict who will make our hearts race and our souls feel at home. It's a bold and modern experiment in the age-old pursuit of love. At the heart of every dating app is something called an algorithm. This word might sound complex and scientific, but the idea behind it is quite simple. Think of an algorithm as a recipe. A recipe gives you a set of instructions to follow to bake a cake. You add specific ingredients in a certain order to get a desired result. A computer algorithm works in a similar way. It's a set of rules or instructions that a computer follows to solve a problem or complete a task. In the world of online dating, the problem to be solved is finding you a compatible partner, and the algorithm is the recipe the computer uses to do it. So, what are the ingredients in this recipe for love? The first ingredient is the information you provide. This includes your age, your location, your education, and your stated preferences, such as whether you want children or what kind of relationship you're seeking. It also includes the answers to personality quizzes that many of these sites use. These questions are designed to measure traits like your level of extroversion, your agreeableness, or your openness to new experiences. The algorithm takes all this data you have willingly shared and turns it into a digital profile of who you are and what you are looking for in a romantic partner. The next ingredient is your behavior on the app itself. The algorithm is always watching and learning from your actions. It pays close attention to the types of profiles you look at the longest. It notes which profiles you like or swipe right on, and which ones you reject. It even analyzes the people you send messages to, and who sends messages back to you. If you consistently show interest in people who describe themselves as adventurous and outgoing, the algorithm learns this preference. It then adjusts its instructions to show you more people who fit that description, constantly refining its understanding of your unique tastes. Ultimately, the algorithm's main job is to compare your recipe with someone else's. It takes your data and your behavior and looks for another user whose information and actions suggest a high probability of a match. For example, if you state that you are a non-smoker who loves dogs and hiking, the algorithm will search for other users who are also non-smokers, love dogs, and have expressed an interest in outdoor activities. It calculates a compatibility score between you and other users, and then it presents you with the people it considers to be your best potential matches based on this logical, step-by-step process. These algorithms are very good at matching people based on similarities. Science tells us that we are often drawn to people who share our background, level of intelligence, religious values, and socioeconomic status. This is a principle known as homogamy. Having these core elements in common can create a foundation of understanding and make a long-term partnership smoother. A computer can easily sort for these factors. It can match a university-educated city dweller with another, or someone who values family highly with a person who shares that same priority. In this sense, algorithms are excellent at narrowing down the vast pool of potential partners to a more manageable group of logically suitable candidates. However, love is not just about logic and shared backgrounds. There is also a powerful biological component to attraction that an algorithm might struggle to understand. My own research has shown that we are drawn to people based on our brain chemistry, particularly the systems related to dopamine, serotonin, testosterone, and estrogen. These chemical systems contribute to distinct personality traits. For example, people with high levels of dopamine are often novelty-seeking and curious, while those with high serotonin tend to be more traditional and calm. We are often unconsciously drawn to partners who either complement or mirror our own neurochemistry, and this is a factor that a simple questionnaire may not be able to capture accurately. Then, there is the unpredictable magic of the spark. This is the element of romance that has fascinated poets and songwriters for centuries. It's that instant, electrifying feeling you get when you first meet someone. It can be triggered by the way a person smells, the sound of their voice, their sense of humor, or the way they move. These are subtle, in-person cues that a digital profile simply cannot convey. An algorithm can tell you that you and another person both love classic films, but it cannot predict the chemistry you will feel when you laugh at the same joke at the exact same moment on your first date. This spark is often what turns a good match on paper into a real passionate connection. So, while an algorithm can do the initial sorting, it cannot account for the full, complex picture of human attraction. It can bring two people together who have a high probability of getting along, but it cannot manufacture chemistry or guarantee that an emotional bond will form. The algorithm's role is that of an introducer. It sets the stage by finding people with whom you share fundamental compatibilities. But the rest of the story, the romance, the emotional connection, and the development of true, lasting love is something that can only unfold in the real world through shared experiences, vulnerability, and that mysterious, unprogrammable spark. Can algorithms truly decode love? The answer, for now, is no. They cannot capture the full depth and complexity of this fundamental human experience. Love is a rich tapestry woven from threads of biology, psychology, culture, and pure, unpredictable chance. A computer program, no matter how sophisticated, is limited to the data it is given. It can process preferences, interests, and stated values, but it cannot process the feeling of your heart skipping a beat or the profound sense of calm you feel in another person's presence. The algorithm can identify patterns of compatibility, but it cannot predict the beautiful and sometimes illogical chaos of human emotion. The real strength of these dating algorithms is not in finding us a soulmate, but in expanding our opportunities to meet new people. They act as a powerful tool for introduction in our increasingly isolated world. Think of an algorithm as a modern-day village matchmaker. It knows a lot about the people in the village and can suggest who you might get along with based on what it knows. This is incredibly useful. It saves us time and exposes us to people we might never have crossed paths with otherwise. It gets us to the first date, which is the crucial first step where the real magic of human connection has a chance to happen. Looking to the future, it is possible that science will continue to close the gap. As we learn more about the neuroscience and genetics of attraction, algorithms may become more advanced. Perhaps one day, a service might use genetic information or brain scans to suggest partners with whom you share a deep biological compatibility. This raises many ethical questions, but it points to a future where technology might play an even more intimate role in our search for love. However, even with such advancements, technology will likely always remain a tool to assist our search, not a definitive solution to it. Ultimately, the responsibility for finding and building love will always rest with us. Technology can open the door, but we are the ones who must have the courage to walk through it. True love requires vulnerability, empathy, commitment, and a willingness to navigate the complexities of another person's heart and mind. An algorithm can suggest a match, but it cannot go on the date for you. It cannot build trust over time, and it cannot choose to love someone through life's many challenges. Science can be a powerful ally in our quest, but the final beautiful decision to love someone will always be an exquisitely human one, made by the heart, not by code.